Hey, my babies, how y'all doing? I didn't sleep last night because I have the emerald tablets on my mind, y'all. I love riddles. So let me show y'all a riddle that is in the tablets. Now, I read the Kabbalion, the three initiates, right? In this book, you have to follow the directions in order to get the gist of what it's saying, right? So it's a part in the three initiates where it says that the Kabbalion, it keeps saying the Kabbalion after certain statements, it'll say the Kabbalion, right? Like the Kabbalion to me is an order that you have on the inside of yourself. To me, the Kabbalion stands for all of the high ascended masters inside of you that work your brain, that help your brain function, that help you ascend, the silent voices, the sleeping dwellers, all of that high nature that God has. I call it the Kabbalion because in the Kabbalion, the three initiates, it says that everything in quotation marks, the little marks on both sides of each phrase, is stated by the Kabbalion. Everything outside of the quotation marks are the body of work that the people who put the book together got. But they kept the quotation marks in their correct spaces, right? So what I did was I took everything in quotation marks and I wrote it down. And when you write it down, it says a message, but it'll keep on repeating itself. It keeps repeating itself. So what I did was everything that's in quotation marks, I went as far as I can go until I end up getting too sleepy and I wrote it out. Then after that, I went back to the beginning and I wrote everything down that was in bold letters, all caps, right? Because it says, read the message from the Kabbalion. See, the Kabbalion is not the entire book. That's what I'm thinking. It's not the entire book. It's the meat of it. It's the main things in it. And those are the things in quotation marks. And those are the things written in bold letters in all caps. So that's what I did. And y'all, let me tell y'all what I came up with. Okay. In all quotation marks, this is what the message read. The Kabbalion. All things written in quotation marks are messages by the Kabbalion. It says, Scribe of the gods, oh, let not the flame die out. Cherish age after age in its dark cavern, in its holy temples. Cherish, fed by ministers of love. Let not the flame die out. The holy temples is up here, y'all. And the flame is talking about is that fire on the inside, that fire that you got for illumination. All of those feelings, everything in you that's making you chase after God, that's making you want God, that's making you worship God, that's making you seek out something higher than yourself. That is that flame. It's saying cherish it. Do not let it die out. Okay, it says heathen, rage noisily about them. Crucify, crucify. Where fall the footsteps of the master, the ears of those ready for his teachings open wide. And again, when the ears of the student are ready to hear, then cometh the lips of wisdom to fill them. It says, crucify, crucify, crucify all you want to. Say you don't believe. Say you doubt, right? You don't have to believe to get it, because it's going to be what it's going to be, whether you get in line with it or not. But it says, where follow the footsteps of the master. That's the person with the knowledge. That's the enlightened person. That's the person that went there, that went to the max to get this information, to give it to you. And it says, when you're thirsty enough, when you want it enough, you will run into a master, and the master will have the wisdom to fill your hungry ears. The lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. Words, words, words. It keep repeating this. Words, words, words. Remember, on my channel, I tell you that words are alive. Words have personality and character traits. To get God to be born again, you're going to have to be what words are. You're going to have to be what word is, which is invisible. Meaning you're going to have to give up this ghost, which is this shell, and you're going to have to be imagination, thought, vibration, rhythm. You're going to have to be the invisible to get the invisible. You serve an invisible God. So don't come here with no flesh. Don't come here with your own thinking, because you don't know anything. You need to empty out so you can be filled. Get rid of the skin suit thinking and get this God-like thinking. Claim your Godship. You're imitating God. You're imitating nature. And you can't be that when you're this skin suit, because this skin suit just only allows you to be human. You are more than flesh and blood. It is time to exercise your spiritual side. You have been spiritually weak. You have been spiritually dead, and you have been ignoring your spiritual nature because you think you're just flesh and bones. Oh, you're more than flesh and bones. Whether you want to believe in a God or not, you are what God is. It says, the lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. The master of masters, man, Hermes, the god of wisdom, scribe of the gods, Tremiscus, thrice great, the great, the greatest great, fountain of wisdom, hermetic, secret, sealed so that nothing can escape. That's you. That's your inner being sealed inside, meaning whatever you got going on with God, you keep it inside. It's sealed. It can't escape. It's between you and God. You are seated inside God. You are in the mind of God. The universe is mental. The only way you can properly operate is learn how you mentally operate. We've been operating rogue. We have not been following the laws of the universe. We just think it's the laws of the land. It says, casting pearls before swine, milk for babes, meat for strong men, gods, the Kabbalion, the art of hermetic alchemy, philosopher's stone, the Kabbalion, the Kabbalion, the Kabbalion. Where fall the footsteps of the master, the ears of those ready for his teachings open wide. The Kabbalion, when the ears of the student are ready to hear, then cometh the lips to fill them with wisdom. The Kabbalion. You see what the Kabbalion keep on telling you, and I believe the Kabbalion is your makeup. It's your aspects. It's that part of you that wants to do right. And it says, milk for babes, meat for the strong. Remember, I told y'all I had the dream of the people in the line coming with jugs, getting milk, and I was the one giving out milk. Well, right now, a lot of us are in the babe syndrome. We can't handle the meat. So we're in the babe syndrome. So I'm passing out milk. I'm giving you milk right now. And the hermetic alchemy is you're transforming things that you don't like into things that you do like, but you're not using hands. Your hands are tied behind your back. Matter of fact, you don't have hands. You are a spirit. So you are going to have to learn how to use focus. You're going to have to learn to use your will, and you're going to have to learn how to direct your will towards what you have your attention on. You're going to have to use your spiritual facilities, your spiritual faculties, okay, in order to get it. And this is from the Kabbalion. And to me, the Kabbalion has to be that aspect that God put in you himself, his own thinking, the way he wants things to go, the way you should go. It says, the principles of truth are 7. He who knows those understandingly possess the magic key before whose touch all the doors of the temple fly open. The Kabbalion, the Kabbalion, the Kabbalion. Okay, the 7. Remember, 7 means a lot of things. 7 represents the numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are the governors. Those are the lords. Those are the high aspects that God put inside of you that we call the sleeping giants. We call the dwellers, right? They're asleep until you ascend, until you keep calling for illumination. Those wake up, and you get their eyes and they get your eyes, and therefore you can see how God see, you can think how God think, and you can see what God's thinking, and you can see what God's doing. Now the 7, and here in the 3 initiates, they're labeling them mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Now these 7 are the principles of truth for the spiritual people, for the spiritual realm livers, for the spirit walkers, not the flesh. I'm teaching you how to be spirit, okay? And those 7 again are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender, okay? All this goes into you manifesting. When you're manifesting, you're doing all 7 of these, but you have no idea because you have not slowed down to think, well, how did this happen? How all of a sudden this is like this and this is like this? You're moving too fast. You're not paying attention to how things are coming about. See, if you were spiritual, you would be able to understand, and you will be able to see how things are and how things are created and how things are coming about, because you're making yourself sensitive to the things that you can't see. You're making yourself sensitive to vibration. You're making yourself sensitive to rhythm. Like the rhythm, you're making yourself sensitive to polarities. When things shift, when thoughts come in, when thoughts are just running ragged and rugged, you can tell when a thought has entered and when a thought has always been there. You're supposed to be awake at all times. You're supposed to be vigilant inside your temple, inside your mind, lest the thief can come in and do whatever they want to do to the house. But if the thief knows that the owner is home, the thief won't come. They'll go to another house. This is what you're trying to do. Set up your God presence inside of your house, because you have been sleeping and the rugged people have been running your house. So now you're kicking them out because you're awake now. You're no longer under their control and their spells, right? And it's all bondage. This is the bondage that you're dealing with. And the bondage are the memories, are the images, are the words that people have said to you, and you have adopted them and made them truth. You have made them your mantras. You believe in the BS about yourself. You have not even discovered how wonderful and how powerful you are. You've taken on an identity from an unlikable source, from an unreasonable source, from an unreliable source, from a lying source, from somebody else's perspective of you. And we're not doing that crap no more. In quotation, it says, the all is mine. The universe is mental. You can't deal physically. Everything is mental. So what I'm telling you is, boo, you got to get your mind right. Whether you want to or not. Depending on how you're thinking is how your life is going. Depending on how you're thinking is how the results are in your life. Depending on how you're thinking is depending on your health. It depends on how you're doing. Are you really okay? A lot of y'all don't know if you're really okay. You can't even describe how you feel. You can't even describe what you're going through because a lot of it does not belong to you. A lot of it doesn't even fit you. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even resonate with you. It's just that you've been told this for so long that you have begun to believe in a lie. And today, we're ending that. It says, the material universe, the phenomenon of life, matter, energy, all apparent to our material sense, which is spirit. So you have a material sense and you have spiritual sense. You're trying to feel your spiritual senses because you've been feeling that physical sense, and that's why you feel so empty and you feel incomplete because you have not given your spiritual side no justice. You haven't paid any attention to it. You have been blind to it. So it has been laying dormant and it has not been able to work for you. You have been doing this rodeo all by yourself, all alone. No wonder you beat up. No wonder you're depressed. No wonder you feel weak. No wonder you don't have power. No wonder you don't know. It says, he who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery. See, you got to understand that this universe is mental. It's a mental exchange. Remember, God created the world with no hands. He used his mental. He used his psyche. He used his intent. He used his thinking. He used his words. He used his images. And he made you in his images from his infinity, from his divinity, from his infinity, from his divinity. You are a divine thought. You are a divine thinker. You are a divine creation. You are in the mind of the Creator. You're always on his mind. That's why you still exist. That's why you're able to live and move, because in him is your being, is your moving, is your breathing, is your life, is your loving, is your justice, is your caring. You are seated in the mind of the Most High. That's why no man can see him. Only spirit can get him. Only spirit can experience him. And you can't walk up in God with shoes on, baby. You got to take your shoes off, meaning you got to take this suit off. You got to let this suit lie down. He created this suit for you because you thought you were naked, but you're not naked. You limited yourself when you got inside this skin suit. So now he's telling you how to operate inside the skin suit. See, you can be both, but you need to know that your spirit, wholeheartedly, 100%, your spirit pretending to be a human being, and we all running around here acting like we don't know each other. And the reason we don't know each other is because of the identities that we have chosen for ourselves. We done chose faces, we done chose colors, we done chose body types. So of course we look different from each other, and plus all of us aren't woke yet. So but when you wake up, when you get them eyes, when you let the 7 run the show and you get in the swing of it, then you can look at a person and tell that this is your brother, this is your sister. It doesn't matter the skin that they have on. It doesn't matter the bodysuit that they're in. You will know their countenance. See, spirit knows spirit. As above, so below. As below, so above. The Kabbalion. As above, so below. As below, so above. The Kabbalion. See, it repeats itself. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. The Kabbalion. Everything is in motion. Everything vibrates. Nothing is at rest. He who understands the principle of vibration has grasped the scepter of power, and the scepter of power is your attention. What do you have your attention on? Your attention never rests. What are you focused on? Where is your rest chilling at? Your attention is somewhere and you're choosing to rest there. And wherever you're resting at, what you have your attention on is magnified. It's given to you in abundance, because this is the law of the universe. Everything is dual, meaning it has two opposites. Nothing is like hot and cold is the same thing. Love and hate is the same thing. It only differs in degrees, okay? In degrees. Everything is dual. You can like something and you can make yourself be known to like it. Something cannot taste good, but you can make it taste good. Everything is doable. Nothing is one-sided. Everything has poles, just like I said. Everything has its pair of opposites, just like I said. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extreme meet. All truths are but half truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The Kabbalion, meaning your purpose. Everybody's looking for their purpose. What is my purpose? Why am I here? Well, baby, you are here to imitate God. You are here to be God. You are here to exercise your Godship, meaning all that negativity that made it with us and bonded with us, we're calling it words. We're calling it bondage, because that's what it is on the spiritual side. See, the physical side call it a devil. They call it a demon. But in reality, which is real, which is your spiritual nature, which is the imaginative side, that is your real side. This is called bondage. You are to reconcile that bondage. You are to introduce that bondage into light, because it's all light, but it was a light that was created in darkness, right? So it doesn't have the light counterparts. You are the light counterparts that are supposed to preach the word to this negativity. You are to convince this negativity that it doesn't have to be negative, that everything has its place. When it's time to be negative, you can be negative, but you just can't be negative all the dang on time, because negativity isn't called for all the time. Yes, you can be upset, but you just can't be upset all the time. It's a time and a place. You can't be raging. It's a time for rage and it's a time not for rage. You see what I'm saying? So your job is to reconcile it. And the reason you want to reconcile this bondage is because if you don't check the bondage, right? and you just let the bondage run loose, your bondage is begatting bondage, and that bondage is begatting bondage, meaning they're having offsprings, they're finding wives, they're creating children, they're creating a family, and this bondage is bondage. It's something that does not want you. It's something that does not like you. It's something that wants to keep you trapped, or else it can't be called bondage. So you are Moses. You are there to set the captives free. You're there to set those positive thoughts that are held hostage by negative thoughts free. You're there to get them out of the hands of Pharaoh, right? And Pharaoh can either be converted or he can get drowned in the sea. Just like when Moses parted the sea, he let the positive thoughts get over. And then when they were over, he closed the sea on the negative thoughts and he drowned. But look at how many times he gave those negative thoughts, those negative thinkers, those negative actions, all that crap the Pharaoh was doing. He kept giving him an opportunity to change and to change and to change. And that's all you're supposed to do. So if you've tried to get that bondage under control and you can't get that bondage under control, then you need to renounce it. You need to let it go. No longer let it hold you. No longer let it have you bound. No longer let it keep raining and popping up at all freaking times. You get it arrested and you put it in Abel's jail. Call for it on the inside of yourself and ask that this be arrested. That you can't deal. It doesn't want to reconcile. So what happens is either that thought is going to eventually die down, or when it pop up, it just won't have no more. It's like nothing. Or it's going to go to the healing center to be rehabilitated. It depends on you what you say that's supposed to happen to this thought. It's up to you. But if this thought is just so vicious and it's so vile and it ain't no reconciling it, then you renounce it and you give it to God and you let God do what it do. And every time that thought try to pop up, you come with a duel. Your job is to shoot that thing with some arrows. Use your logos. Use your scriptures that you done learned. If you can't think of no positive words on your own. See, these words in the Bible are bullets. They're cannon. They're antidotes for poison. These words have been sacred. They have been kept. People have died over these words. So it don't matter if you believe in them or not, because somebody else does. That's why I don't get the argument over a name. People so mad about a name when they don't understand that names are blessed. Names are special. Names are clothing that God can go into and put on and walk around in as us. And he chose the name Jesus. He chose the name Buddha. He chose the name Krishna. He chose the name Confucius. All of these high ascended people, he chose the name Melchizedek. He chose the name Hermes. He chose the name Thrice Great. He chose the name of high ascended masters so he can keep coming. And that way he can talk to us. He can be around us. Because if he came in true form, y'all, he would mesh with everything. So how do you think God walk around in the flesh? And he got to come in a name that is known by the people. A name that is held in reverence of the people. A name that is respected by the people. Because he's coming for believers. It's up to the non-believer to catch on. But he's a believer's God. He don't belong to the non-believers. So I don't even know why they beat people up because they don't believe. Dude, he not for you. Leave us alone. We in this thing with the believers. You're not a believer. So move the fuck on. Get the hell on. Leave us alone. And let us do our thing, because what we're doing is we're using the power of imagination. You're using your imagination just how God told you to. See, you're not being hard-headed. You're putting all of your goods somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You're putting all your good in a treasure box. You putting all your good in something sacred, in something holy, something kept, something divine. So nothing can destroy it because he's died and risen again. So therefore, your power is more powerful than it was when it first went into him. Now your power got extra power. And all of that power is the words that you invested into that name, Jesus Christ, the Messiah, Buddha, Krishna. You say the name, you're going to get the same effect. You say the name, you're going to get the same glory. See what I'm saying? I don't understand the argument. People just want God to be so tangible. And I'm so glad he's not. I'm glad he transformed and transfigured and morphed. That's what y'all greedy self get. Because if you could really touch God and put your hands on God, you'll prostitute him. You'll tear him to pieces. You'll pimp him out. Like, you'll be so disrespectful. So God knows exactly what he's doing. He's an imaginative being. He's mental. The universe is mental. Your butt is mental, whether you want to be mental or not. So get out of the argument, dude. You can't escape being mental. You think all day long. And the question you need to ask is, why do you think? Why is thinking so important? Why is the main thing they after is your mind? Why do they want to control your thinking? Because if you can control thinking on a massive, if you can get everybody to do something at one time, look what happened when the world shut down at one time. People sat in the house and got smart. Only some of the world went back to work. Most of these businesses closed down. What people did, they got smart. They running their own business. They made people go in the house and think. They made people go in the house and use their imagination. They made people go in the house and figure out who the heck they were. Tell me God don't use what the devil do and turn around and use it for good. They didn't expect us to bounce back this strong, this hard, and so independent. See, they thought we was going to be messed up. Some people refuse to work for somebody else. Look, everywhere you go, somebody hiring. Why? Because people have learned to use their God power. They shouldn't have never told us to go in. That's all God been trying to get us to do was go in. And them dummies again, just like they were stupid enough to come out of heaven and trap themselves in us, thinking that they can get back to heaven and cause another uproar when they trap themselves in us. And the only way they can get to heaven is if they reconcile. And they got to truly be reconciled. Like, they can't even lie. And you want to reconcile them because them jokers been living in you. They have learned you. They know your ways. And you have trained them on how you like to be tortured, how you like to torture others. So when you die, they get you as a reward in the end. I be damned if I be a reward to all the bondage that's been giving me hell all my life, and then I'm gonna die and they're going to continue to give me hell. No, boo, I'm at home. Y'all finna get y'all's junk together. All these lies that I've been told, I know they're not true. See, what I did, I emptied myself out. And I admitted that I didn't know nothing. I wasn't ashamed to say I didn't believe in this and I didn't believe in that. So I'm like, now God, show me what the right thing is to believe in, because it's too much information out here. It's too much information to grasp. But can you deny the information that's coming from within? No, you can't. And if this information is coming from within and it's leading you to a certain book, and all of the knowledge is resonating with you and that book and what you got going on the inside of you, you're making contact with something higher than yourself. This is how you're learning, and not by man. You're being taught by spirit. I don't have a man that I can say taught me all of this. This comes from meditating, being quiet, going to sleep, getting my rest, and following my instincts. Everything is dual. Everything has two poles. Everything has its pair of opposites, all which are hermetic axioms. Thesis and antithesis are identical in nature but differ in degree. Opposites are the same, differing only in degrees. The pairs of opposites can be reconciled. Extremes do meet. Everything is and isn't at the same time. All truths are but half truths. Every truth is half false. There are two sides to everything. Opposites. Heat, cold, to everything. Opposites. Absolute heat, absolute cold. Same thing. Heat, cold, heat, cold. Two poles. Heat, light and darkness. Darkness, light, large, small, hard, soft, black, white, sharp, dull, high, low, positive, negative, love, hate, like, dislike, neither, good, evil, art of polarization, mental alchemy. Okay. You see that everything can be reconciled, so it ain't no such thing as something can't be worked out. But if that thing is so vicious, you renounce it and you detach from it and you get away from it. When a thought comes in, search that thought and see, does it belong to you? If it does not belong to you, send it back to the sender. But if it's your thought, now you decide how you want to deal with this thought. Let's do something with this thought. Lift this thought up. Let's get this thought some love. Let's get this thought some care. Let's get this thought some hope. See, we don't think like that, right? It says the art of polarization is mental alchemy. Everything is mental. Now, polarization, you have to think of a pendulum swinging. When you're swinging this way, towards the good, don't let a negative thought make you swing back that way towards the negative. Don't get caught up in other people's negatives. Okay, other people can pull you from that. That's why you need your positive logos, and you need your belief to be so high that no matter what you hear on the outside and the inside, you got enough strength to tell that thing it's a lie. You ain't with it. You're going to keep swinging forward, because if you mess around and go backwards, right, whatever was coming towards you that you were aligned to just got set to the side. And that person or that thing or that situation or that opinion just stopped you from being blessed, because that kind of blessing can't go with the vibration that you're now on. See, your job is to stay in character, stay in vibration, maintain your vibration. Don't let them go up and down, up and down, and up and down if you can help it. That's why you pay attention to the different shifts that you get. And then them thoughts, really, you could tell when you having a good day. You could tell when something about to go down, it's about to be a bad day. You could tell when you having a good day and a negative thought just come out of nowhere. That's the one that you need to arrest. Because it's like, why you thinking happy? Why you sitting up there smiling? Why you ain't going through nothing? Why your mind so clear and there's no type of drama going on in it? See, this is the bondage job. So what the bondage gonna do, go down below and dig up some BS and start putting it in front of your third eye and blocking your good view that you were just having. But you got to be like, if you don't get that mess up out my face, you don't control this thinking that go on up in here. I like the thoughts that I was having. Be gone right now. See, you got to be in control, because if you don't say nothing, it'll get another thought. If you don't say nothing, it'll go get another thought. If you don't say nothing, it'll go get another thought. No, boo-boo. We at home now. It says everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. That's what I just got through explaining to y'all. I didn't know it was coming up to that part. But you're going to know, like, when you get upset, right? You do like this. It's you so mad. It's out, in, not in, out, in, out. It's out, in, out, in, out, in. Well, in the midst of that is where the pendulum start going backwards. So no, you got to stop it. Keep it to yourself. And then you got to talk to yourself while you breathing. Now it's in, out, in, out, in, out. Now you're believing in good stuff. You're replacing the good stuff with you replacing good stuff with the bad stuff. You letting that bad stuff out. Now you breathing it in. You're breathing it in. It's in that interval when you get so mad and you get so pissed and you be like, that's when them bondage things get real busy because you hyped up. You primed the pump. Now it can just throw darts at you and you'll take them darts and turn around and throw it at somebody and don't even think about it until the dart has been thrown. So rhythm compensates. Cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. Do you hear that? Chance is but a name for law not recognized. So nothing just happens. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law, and that's signed by the Kabbalion. Everything happens according to law, that nothing ever merely happens. Some type of law went into a reason for a cause to have an effect and for an effect to have a cause. It says gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. They ain't talking about boy and girl sex, y'all. Gender manifests on all planes. The Kabbalion, meaning you need emotion and vibration. Emotion is feminine. Vibration is male. When you get them two to marry and agree, then you get your manifestation. That's where the sex come in, and that's when you get what you getting. Whether it be something positive you creating or it be something negative you're creating, you're using emotion and vibration in everything. Mind may be transmuted from state to state, degree to degree. You don't have to be mad if you don't want to. You don't have to deal with a thought if you don't want to. You want to when it just hangs around and you won't do nothing about it and you just letting it run rapid and you be like, I just can't get this off my mind. I just can't do this. You gotta fight, baby. You gotta fight. What can you do to drown out a negative thought? You got music, you got TV, you got comedy shows. You got pictures you can look at. You got good thoughts that done happen, good memories that you can remember. You mean to tell me all you can do is think bad? Like it's nothing you can do to make that thought go away. You know, if you practice making that thought go away, it'll completely go away. Just letting you know. It says, there may be something in it after all. Brain action. Transmutation, art of mental chemistry. The all is mind. The universe is mental, existing in the mind of the all. Magic, mental influence, new thought phenomena. The universe is mental. The Kabbalion, psychic phenomena, treatments, affirmations, denials. The all is mine. Now, when it talks about denials, now, y'all think about Jesus in the garden. in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. Remember, the devil was offering him everything and he kept on denying it. Well, your job is to resist the earth. Prime example, there's a building up the street that I want real bad, and I want to open a business, but I don't have the money, I don't have the means. So every time I ride by this building, I'm attracted to this building. I dream about this building. It's in my mind when I'm looking at TV. It has become a damn irritant to me, because I'm looking at the building like, what the hell? You trying to make me go get a loan for you? You trying to make me get in debt? You trying to make me beg for you? See, I start looking at the building now as a toy, as something that wants to toy with me. Because I know my situation, right? But I know only God can change my situation. So God would not take that building and use that building to harass me. So who's doing it? Who's doing it? It's the bondage. It's the negative people picking at me because I don't have no money. They think they know me. You know what I'm saying? They think they can keep harassing me by making me look at that building, by making me keep saying, dang, I wish I could do, dang, I wish I could do that. No, I went up there and I told that building, look, I am what God is. I know what you're doing. You're attracted to me. See, you got to go talk to places and things, because if you're spirit, then you know that building know you. That building is alive. That building is really taunting me. That building knows how to get in my dreams. That building rides with me when I'm out of town. That building is fucking with me, right? So I divorced it. Why? Because I have a building. I have my own business. I am the business. You're nothing building if I don't come and get you. You can't do anything for me if you don't figure out how to come to me. I'm not attracted to you. I don't think about you the way you think about me. You freaking attracted to me. So guess what? I'm not going to be fooled by you and go ask people, you want to go into business with me, mess around and grab me a dirty business partner? I'm not finna go get no loan and make myself go into debt more deeper and deeper. And I'm not finna keep doning over you and trying to figure out how I'm going to obtain you. That is not my job. All I'm supposed to do is focus. I noticed you. Yes, I noticed you. But I'm noticing you notice me a little bit too much. And all I can tell you is, if you want me, you know where I'm at. If you know how to get in my dreams, you know how to disturb my thoughts, you know how to disturb my peace, then you know how to make yourself available to me. So until then, I don't need you. I'm complete. I'm good. I'm okay without that. I'm okay without breaking my neck and giving my life up to labor just to own a building. See, a lot of you can't wait on God. You hurry up and you go do it and you rush. But see, that's a disrespect, because that thing is attracted to you. You're God. You don't need anything. Everything you need is provided within. So if the world wants to give you something, it wants to bless you, it's job to get to you. So your job is to deny it. To keep saying, I have all that I need. There's nothing you can give me that I don't have. Because that thing trying to give me a debt. That thing trying to be a problem to me. But no, if it want me, it's going to come correct. It's going to come with the right money. It's going to come with the right investors. It's going to come with the right paperwork. It ain't going to be me bending over backwards, stress. It's going to fall in my hands so easy, just like somebody delivering a pizza to my house. See, what we have done is we have been so focused on Caesar world. We have disrespected the spiritual aspects of ourselves, and that's what hurts God. In order for you to create, in order for you to manifest, you got to give life to your dreams and your desires, meaning whatever you have imagined yourself having. You got to be engulfed in it. You got to start spending time with it. Like if it's a car you want, if it's a house you want, make time. Like when you get ready to go to bed, go home. When you get ready to go to bed, get in your car and drive yourself home. Get in your car and drive yourself to go get something to eat. You got to give the spiritual realm the same attention that you're giving Caesar, so it can measure out, it can balance out. See, our focus is on Caesar world. Caesar world is selfish as hell. Caesar world wants you to pay taxes. Caesar world want blood, sweat, and tears. You don't have to do that in God world. See, first you get to enjoy it over there on the spiritual side. Y'all, I've already experienced my money. I dreamed that my entire house was full of quarters. Every room in my house was full of quarters. I could not get up. I've already dreamed that I did hit the lottery. A hand with no arm attached to it woke me up and gave it to me. I asked for knowledge and wisdom of the mysteries of the earth to be closer to God. Y'all, a hand came out of nowhere. A hole opened up in my ceiling and this substance poured into my mouth. Look at the information I'm pouring out to you. I asked to see my Savior. I asked to see Jesus. I asked to see the one who I believe in so wholeheartedly. Y'all, I have seen him 6 times in 6 different ways. See, your job is to use your imagination. We don't use our imagination. So, therefore, we done robbed God of everything. We done gave Caesar's God stuff. Even when we talking to God, we talking out loud to Caesar. It ain't none of Caesar business what the heck we got going on inside of us with God. You close your mouth and you handle kingdom business and you talk to God yourself. You go in yourself. You don't just keep talking out loud. You don't keep telling your business because the bondage is listening. The outside is listening so they can hurry up and come in and tear down your prayers and tear down what you pray. So you going to have to learn to get secretive. It's a secret society, y'all. It's a secret work. And this is inside of you. No one should know you're doing it. You don't tell nobody your business. And so how do you know what you're doing is working? Well, while you doing this work in secret, you're going to see something in the open that's going to manifest, that's going to let you know, oh my God, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm working on. And you just acknowledge it. And you thank God for it. And you move on. Don't nut up because you see it, right? Because you God. You don't supposed to be like, oh, like you starstruck. No, things are starstruck by you. You're the star walking around here, and you really are a star. And everything on the earth knows that you are the star. So everything wants to serve you. It wants to spoil you. But the confusion that the bondage got you thinking you want this stuff. Nah, you want that house because that house wants you. You want that business because you run a business. You aren't really in that business. See, it's already happened before. It's already done. You're just repressing, getting your memories that have been repressed. You're now following the path that you said you was going to follow. So now that you know this is attracted to you, then there's something that you'll be doing. But you're not going to go out and try to make it happen. If it wants you, it knows how to find you, right? So you're going to, in your sleep, in your free time, in your imagination, you're going to have to start taking your butt over there and living. You're going to have friends over there. You're going to have to build a world that you can sneak away and go to without anybody knowing. And then this is how you change what you see, what you going through, what you want. Even put people in there that might be hateful, but they not hateful no more. But they loving you and they helping you. They'll start being nice to you and don't even know why. They'll start having the urge to just want to do nice stuff for you and don't even know why. Because you got them in your world. You got them held mentally. And mentally, you're reconciling the darkness in them. Because once they notice that they have become more kinder, they have become more lighter, and that they even like you, guess what? The evil thoughts and stuff that they had towards you, where they got to go? Nowhere. They got to die. And so you just help that person save themselves from their own bondage. Something that would have attacked them at the end. See, we're supposed to help each other that way. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to let y'all go because this has been about an hour. Almost an hour long. But it's some good stuff, right? And I still didn't read everything that was in quotation, y'all. All I did was wrote down everything that had quotation marks in it. If you want to do the same, I read the 3 initiates, the Kabbalion, and even the parts where all the letters were bold in capital letters, y'all. I even wrote that down. And y'all, this is what it looked like when you write it down. You see that? The all unknowable. The all unknowable. The all really is the all eternal, infinite, the all immutable. The all life and mind. The all life mind. Infinite living mind, spirit, the all spirit, the all many, the all man creates mentally. You see that? The all mentally, the universe, and all it contains is a mental creation of the all one, the all God nature, the all the father mind, mother mind, the all father mother mind, the all the infinite all, the all is not, it is the all. Do you see that? Live in highest ideals. We are held firmly in the mind of the all. We live and move and have our being in the mind of the all. Act and live as if fleeting things were real and substantial. Mentalism, don't yield to the force saying it's not real. See that? When that force say it's not real, you don't believe it. No, use and supply the logos to defeat lower beliefs. Use law against law, higher against lower, transmuting escape pains from the lower by going high. It's your vibration. It's your vibrate on higher, on the higher. All in the all. The all is in the all. Project your will towards becoming. All becomes wrapped up in your creation, forgetting on existence. Outpouring of divine energy. Attention means reaching out. Meaning whatever you are creating, go into it. Spend time with it. You got to make it real. You can't just be over here chilling. You got to go over there and chill in God world too. And how many of us do that? A lot of us don't do that. So this is for me too, y'all. I just read this all this morning. I woke up still on it. But we gotta start spending time just like we spend time over here. We gotta start spending time over there. So create you a world. Make it so good to the point where you don't even realize that you over there and not over here. Get wrapped up in it like you drawing something, like you creating something. You get lost in your creation. That's all God is telling you to do, is get lost in your creation, because when you get lost, that is where you find yourself. That is where you see yourself. And that's how you know yourself. And then you'll know that you're doing it. You'll know exactly where you're doing it from. You're seated in the inside of God. You're in the mind of God. And the universe is mental. And so are you. Spend time in your creation. Be your creation. Put it on like clothes. Make it be your escape. Get out of this world and go over there. Go chill. Go on vacation. And over there, you better not put no lack over there. Over there, you better be living on the high horse. You better have the best of the best of the best. Don't short yourself in the spirit realm. And don't bring that negative thinking over there. You can have and be and get whatever you want. If you do it long enough, you will begin to see evidence of it in this realm. Then that's how you move into the house. That's how you move into the car. That's how you get the business. That's how you get the funds without stress, without strain. You know why? Because you did it all mentally. And I love you.